It is time to wish for Sonic the Cow. Varesa has obviously just released. We have a decent amount of pulls. I have 21, which is okay. I am at 50 pity, so we'll get to about 70 pity. Hopefully we get her, but if not, we do have an entire new region that I can work towards 100%ing. Also, the tablet of toner has reset, which means I can throw all my 267 of those into this and get another couple hundred primos from this. 400 primos from the tablet of toner. I don't know how much it is going to fully unlock, if we can go all the way up to level 50 or if we can only go to level 40. We will have to see. So without further ado, let me quickly do the standard pulls and then we'll get into pulling for Varesa, because she is probably one of my favorite Natlan characters. She is just a super unserious character, and her combat, I did her trial, and her combat is honestly so incredibly fun and I absolutely love it. Plus, I don't have any Electro DPSs. This will be my first Electro DPS. So, with that all being said, let's jump straight into this. And let's bring home a Varesa. Also, a Eon-Sun, hopefully, because Eon-Sun is the best support for Varesa. So, I would like to see a Eon-Sun. This is 71 pity. There was some lag, so no 5-star. Okay, that is annoying. But 70 pity now. Let's see Eon-Sun, please. Please, fitness coach. Yes, there we go. I think she is like the best teammate. You use Eon-Sun in any team you want to run Varesa with, whether it's an overload team, a plunge team, whatever. Eon-Sun's always there. So I will probably have to deal with building Eon-Sun. Well, I could go farm that, but I need to save my resin for Varesa. So Eon-Sun will probably not be used today. And I am also going to be leaving for a couple days tomorrow. So I don't really have a lot of time for this video, and this video has to come out tonight anyway. So I probably won't be able to get Eon-Sun built or get Varesa fully built. We are guaranteed, so as soon as we see a 5-star, it will be a Varesa. 72 pity, I think that is. 73 pity, still a blue. 74 pity. Are we going to see a little bit early? We do not see a little bit early. We do see a 4-star. Is it going to be a Eon-Sun? Yes, good. More constellations is lovely. So, last pull for the time being, 75 pity. We see another blue. So, that now means, one, we have C1 Eon-Sun, which is good. But I will probably now need to go get some more pulls. And to do that, I will probably go have a look at this area here. We are up to 75 pity though, so I should only need like 1 or 2 more pulls. So, hopefully only a little bit more exploration and we should be good. I should probably go unlock the Statue of the 7 before I do this, so I'm not just randomly, aimlessly walking around trying to figure out where I am. But I'm lazy, so let's just figure out where I am. Oh no, what did we just walk into? What happened? Okay, story. Ah, volcano. Double R. Now the good thing about Varesa is that I'm pretty sure, even though the new artifact is her best, you can just use Obsidian Codex and it's pretty similar in terms of damage, which is very good because I have like 3 Obsidian Codex sets just lying around. So it should be pretty easy to get artifacts on Varesa, which is good. That is one less thing I'm going to need to farm. I will probably still farm the newest artifacts just because they are a little tiny bit better. But seeing as it is not essential, I will not be farming it today. Well, I think I found where the boss is. Let's see how this new boss is. We're going to need to farm it for Varesa, so let's just see what happens. Doesn't seem too bad so far. We're doing good damage to it. Okay, pretty easy boss. I will not do all the farming immediately. I will just get rid of that so we aren't capped resin. I will come back to that later once we actually have Varesa. Okay, there we go. New area is unlocked. It looks very cool. And with the new area being unlocked, we also now have 167 primos. So, 76 pity now. More wishing, we see another blue. That's annoying and I don't like that. This little guy, these new Sealies are so annoying and I hate them. Ah, there we go. I hit it that time. Okay. So we don't need to jump and we just need to like dash into things. Okay. If I just get a full-on run up and dash into this, now I get his more powerful attack. Okay. Makes no sense and is incredibly annoying, but I understand that now. Definitely didn't take me like 10 minutes. Hey, here's a fun question, game. how do you expect me to get to that? Because I don't know about you, but that doesn't look very possible to reach without using Kinich or Chaska or Mawika or something. You have got to be kidding me. I have just been looking everywhere for this guy's little saurians because there was a bunch sort of around this area and I collected them all and I was expecting them to be, you know, within the same vicinity of this area like everyone else. And I was missing one of them and I spent like 20 minutes looking for that one. I couldn't find it, so I gave up. I came over here to get this chest. Oh, and what do you know? I find the other saurian. Well, I have been doing exploration for just about an hour now. So my first hour opinions on the update so far. Well, one, it is very cool and this saurian is awesome and is my favorite saurian. Actually, probably not my favorite, but the saurian challenges are my favorite ones. The new Sealy things suck and are incredibly annoying and I despise them with every ounce of my being. Otherwise, it looks pretty cool. We have one singular pool here. So let's make this easy on me and let's not do any more farming. Let's just get Varesa. Oh my god, no. I don't like it. We only have 86 primos, so we need to go do more farming. I was really hoping I wouldn't need to spend multiple hours farming, but it seems like I am going to have to spend multiple hours farming. Now, I have just realized that I have not said a single word for the past 45 minutes or thereabouts. So I don't really see the point in continuing to record this farming because I don't need to. And also that will save my storage a little bit. So I will see you all in a couple hours probably, realistically. And hopefully we can get Varesa. Okay, so after, I'm not even kidding, like 2 hours or something, I don't know, it's been a while. I actually have managed to get about 3 more pools, which is very good. If you go in here, we can see we have 64% exploration on the main part here. I have also learnt that the Tablet of Toner has maxed out again. It is at level 40 and we cannot go any further than level 40, which makes me think there is going to be one more Natlan region because otherwise they would have maxed out the Tablet of Toner already. With these 3 pools we have, let's bring home the cow. Varesa, lots of lag there, so there's the 5-star. I didn't need those 3 pools, I only needed 1 of them. Boom, Varesa. Now, with that, we have acquired Varesa. She is here, finally. It only required too much farming. But my first proper 5-star Electro GPS is here. We now need to do a bunch of stuff. We need to deal with your levels. We need to deal with your weapons, artifacts, talents, all that stuff. We also need to deal with your teams. So let's start off with the easiest one, which would be weapons, because we want the Widsith. No, that's sacrificial fragments. Widsith, that one. I have a lot. Oh my god, I have a lot of Widsiths. Okay. Let me quickly refine the Widsith, because R5 Widsith is a lot better than R1 Widsith. So there we go. Let's swap you over to that. Boom, R5 Widsith. There you go. Next, we'll do artifacts because that will also be pretty easy. I could use this new set, which is pretty good, but we don't have any of them and I don't want to go farm them because I need to farm her boss. So we'll just use Obsidian Codex. I'm pretty sure Varesa just wants crit and like attack, you know, normal DPS stats. Yes, okay, double checked. We will just want crit attack, a bit of ER, attack, electro damage, crit. Normal DPS stats, basically. Kinich, I am stealing your piece. It is mine now. Moving on to this. I think I'll just do this piece. It's not on anyone at the moment, so that'll work. They want attack percent here, which the only one we have is on Kinich, so I'll be stealing your piece. We would like electro damage here, which we do not have really any of. I mean, we do have like these two, but they are both horrible, so I'll not be using them. And then we want crit something on there. We'll see what electro damage piece we have. I think I will probably end up using this piece just because of the ER. And then I think I will probably end up using a crit damage circlet with a bunch of crit rate. So either probably Kinich's as well or steal your piece. So I'm going to need to rebuild his build at some point, but that's fine. She does ascend into crit rate. I'm pretty sure I did see people mention. So let me actually quickly have a look at that. Double check that. Do you ascend? You do ascend into crit rate. Okay. So I probably don't need as much crit rate as I currently have. Let me quickly level her up as far as we can, which will be level 50 for the time being. We're going to need more of these, which you won't be able to farm because I have farmed all of them currently and we only have 38 left. So level 60 will probably be max for today. This is 58 at the moment. How much do we get from artifacts? If I just hold down her skill, throw into the running stage, that will consume Night Soul. And now does this go up? Yes, it goes up to 98%. So I think I will probably be able to lay off a little bit on the crit rate, which, I mean, is good, but the pieces we have already don't have much crit rate on them, to be honest. Like, the only thing I could really do is swap her off this flower onto this flower, which still has ER, but it goes from 13 crit damage to 21 crit damage. And if we swap that over, they're up to 91 over 218. So that 91 will probably get maxed out. Like, it'll probably be overcapping on crit rate because of this. But I guess that's fine. Like, we're basically only running crit damage. I've not built any crit rate on her, basically. The only crit rate is this, which has a lot of crit rate. And there's not really anything we can do about that because there's no other really options. We don't have a lot. Like, Auroron's has the most crit damage, but it doesn't have any crit rate. But I guess we could just do that, to be fair. We could just throw that on her. Consume Night Soul goes up to 78.6. Once we ascend her, that will probably go up to like 80 or 90 or so. So honestly, I think that's a better bet for now. That is now Varesa's weapon sorted and her artifact sorted. So now let's look at her levels. We need these. Now, you did also just remember there is going to be one problem with Varesa only being level 60, and that is we won't be able to go very far with talents. Obviously, she is also level 60, so that is another problem in itself. But we won't be able to max out talents or even probably go to like level 7 on talents. Okay, and last run for the day, we get 3 drops. Okay, I could do another run if I wanted to wait a little bit, but it takes like, I don't know, I think it's like 5 minutes per resin, so it'd be quite some time before that resets, and I don't have quite some time. But that's fine, because even if we do get a bunch more stuff from the boss, I'm still not going to have enough local specialties to get Varesa very far. Speaking of which, let's level her up to as far as we can. So there is level 60, which will be as far as we can, because now we are out of these by quite a large margin. So now that Varesa is maxed out, let's jump back over to her team, and we'll quickly do that before we do her talents. This is probably the team I'm going to use her in. I do like the plunge attack team. I'll probably use Xianyun, Farina, Shalonen, Varesa. That is probably one of my favorites. I love using Xianyun like any team. I love plunge attack teams, so this team will work. I could also potentially use an overload team, but for that you kind of want Chevreuse, and well, my Chevreuse is level 50 and she's not C6. So I'd say this team will be good. Obviously, we would rather swap Shalonen or Farina out for Yansan, but Yansan is not built and the other 3 are built, so this will do for the time being. Once we have got Yansan built, I will probably swap Shalonen out for Yansan, because Yansan is like essential in any Varesa team basically. So now we move on to the last thing, which is talents. The main thing is the normal attack and the skill, because that is where majority of her damage is coming from with the whole plunging attacks. And then we do want to get her burst up as well a little bit, because it does do some good damage as well. But you kind of just want to get everything up pretty equally, basically. And we will be able to get them all up, but only to level 4, because we can't go any further because we haven't ascended her. So it's not a great build, but let's go see what it does with her actually surprisingly good build. She has a 43 crit rate, which goes up to quite a bit. Over 226, which is quite nice, 116 ER, bit of electro damage at bonus, 46%, and then 1500 attack, which for being level 60 is not bad. Run the R5 with Sith, running pretty good Obsidian Codex pieces. C0, 4, 4, 4 across the board for the talents. We are also missing out on this because she is only level 60. Now, rotations for this team, I'd say Farina, Shalonen, Xianyun, and then Varesa. We want to set up all the supports before Varesa, because otherwise Varesa doesn't work. So you get all these supports, boom, and then we do skill, that, skill, that, and then burst. 70,000 off a level 60 character is not bad. Okay, it's a bit iffy because she almost died a lot of times, but I saw 70k off the burst. I didn't see anything anywhere else because there is so many numbers going on, but I did see his health bar kind of disappearing, which is a good sign. So let me quickly try it again, because I want to actually look specifically for the damage. Now, there's an absolute boatload of healing going on this team, so I don't imagine anyone's going to die, because you have Shalonen healing and Xianyun healing. So let's see. Boom, do that and that. I saw... That's 70k again. 70k off the skill. 50... Jesus, okay. God, we were doing like 70k off the charge attack, plunging attack thing. Goodness, okay. That's quite good. That is sort of like Kinich level strong, and he is pretty easy to clear Abyss with. So once I can get her level 60 with like level 999 or 998, you know, high level talents, this girl could probably do some really, really good damage. And I'm quite looking forward to that because, as I said, I don't have an electro DPS. And then on top of that massive damage, we also get this, which is by far my favorite Natlan ability. It just looks so silly. It looks so fun. It's like full Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing. And this, the whole jumping thing where she wobbles her arms around. I don't know, it's just fun. Varesa, to me, is probably one of the most like fun characters released recently. I know there's like a lot of controversy over Varesa, but I just think she's kind of fun. She's definitely one of the most fun characters, personally, that has released recently. Mainly just because of the whole, this style attacks. I just love these kind of attacks. And the way she just does them so sillily, that's a word now. It's just so fun. I love it. It's good fun. I don't play for like meta-ness. I just play for fun characters, and Varesa is definitely that. So I am very happy with my purchase. 5 out of 5 stars, would recommend. So with that being said, however, I am going to leave it here because it is late and I still need to get this video edited and posted. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, go check out the only other Electro DPS I've ever had, which is my DPS story. And with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.